We are in the Amazon, and we have 6 armies ready to fight in a glorious, fiery battle of death. Welcome guys, it's Pixelated Apollo, and we are playing some Napoleon Total War. Yeah, so the Amazon, very interesting map. Lots of different rivers, trees, and sneaky snakes. You gotta watch out for those anacondas. But I do enjoy this map, I really do, because it's just so interesting looking. But yeah, it's a 3 versus 3. We've got Denmark teaming up with Great Britain, so 2 armies of Great Britain. Here's the final army. So just think red coats, because you know Denmark's pretty much red too. And then over here, their opponents, we've got Prussia on this flank. He is just storming across. And then over here we have Russia, so Prussia and Russia. And their final ally is France. Of course, you got to bring the French when you're fighting Great Britain. So the armies are very, very similar. We're not going to go too much in detail in the armies. Just a lot of them have heavy infantry, cav, skirmishers, and we will look at the units in detail throughout the battle. But it looks like we've got some chasseurs cheval charging forward from the French here, trying to get some early harass on Denmark. Denmark this is really cool. This is a really cool looking map. Look, I just love the trees and the bushes here. Oh, look at that yellow uniform. That's the lifeguard of foot. Or lifeguard of foot. Derp. Lifeguard of horse. Oh, and they're getting some... Oh, there goes that poor chap right there. Losing his life. So, there's a little bit of a battle here. But there is also a little confrontation over here. Looks like the Cav is getting a nice early start to this siege battle. What am I even talking about? Siege battle. We're fighting a pitch battle in the Amazon. Damn it. It's early in the morning, and I'm having a rough time when it comes to commentary this morning. Anyways, the Prussian Lancers not going to really do so hot in melee, because Lancers are, well, Lancers, and they're best used when you're just charging in. But we got a very vicious battle going on over on this front. Prussia and Great Britain getting an early start to this battle. Looks like Prussia is charging up some musketeers, ready to face the foot for Great Britain. But the hill is not in their favor. The terrain is not in their favor. But he formed square here because we do have a cav charging in, but instead he's going after the King German's Legion Lightfoot over here. So we're actually going to do some slow motion. I never thought I would have to do slow motion Napoleon, but it's getting pretty intense pretty quick, because there's a little bit of a fight going on over here. France is just going YOLO charge into the Danish line. So let's go ahead and press play. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, I love this fight in the trees. Oh, look at him. Look at him doing a little... Oh, that guy's sliding all over the place. Classic. Classic Total War. Alright, so he's dueling the lifeguards of foot. Not exactly a unit that you want your cav, fighting in melee. Oh, man. But those green coats there, that really camouflages them. Very nice. And we have line infantry forming square here. We've got some, the yellow coats, the lifeguard of horse, or lifeguards of horse, yeah. Going into the fight. Oh, the gunfire through the fog and trees. That is a beautiful sight. And the French are actually kicking some butt here. They are kicking some butt. So the French, I think they've committed most of their cav. They still have a lot of really good line infantry. But damn, they are not... Okay, finally they're starting to show some weakness here. They're finally breaking from the fight. And the Danish forces are overwhelming them. We got one more cav unit, but they're pretty much gone. Their morale has turned to red. Alright, so let's head back to the other side of the battle between Prussia and England. This is a very cinematic fight over here. Prussia's setting up his musketeers. England has a really good... Or not England, sorry. Great Britain has a really good position up on the hill. If I ever call them England, just ignore me. I'm just being stupid. Oh man, Prussia pushing up their Prussian Fusiliers against the foot of Great Britain. Let's close out in this mini-map real quick. So here's the point of view of the Prussian Fusiliers. Ooh, that's a nice sight. That is a nice sight. You know what's really funny? For whatever reason, like, I know you guys hate this movie, but Braveheart, you know, it's not a very accurate movie, but it really helped me fall in love with history in like the medieval time period. And even though England was like considered the quote-unquote bad guys, I always cheered for the English because I thought they looked so awesome. And the same thing for The Patriot. I don't know if you've seen that movie. It's about the American Revolution. Well, in The Patriot, I'm like, man, the English are just so badass. I want to be, or Great Britain's so badass. I want to cheer for Great Britain. And whenever I see those red coats, I get shivers down my spine. Those vicious red coats. But they're really pushing, and both sides taking heavy casualties here. But it looks like Prussia's on the run. Russia is sending over some cav. Let's actually turn on the minimap so we know what's going on. The center, if you look in the center of the minimap, it's still pretty safe there. Not a lot of fighting. But Russia's sending over some mounted rifles to try to support his Prussian ally. This is not exactly the best idea. You don't want to get too aggressive because his cav could easily get cut down here. These are just rifles, and you don't want them stuck in melee. And Great Britain's not going to let him escape here. So actually now he is. He's going to form up, get a good volley in. So yeah, Prussia's on the run. He realizes that this battle is not in his favor, so he's going to fall back and form a better position. Let's see if he can hold this choke point with a little bit more success. But yeah, Prussia had a really rough start there. Look at his men. The men are defeated, but they're not out yet. They're not quitting yet. And Great Britain is now pushing, so maybe this is actually a pretty good trap for Prussia. Maybe he can set up a trap for Great Britain to fall into. But the men are reloading, ready to fight for king and country, for the queen. And France is now forming up on this flank. This is a tight battle over here, as in like close quarters, like not a lot of room. And also, you know, it's tight, like cool, like this is a cool battle, yeah. But not a lot of like room to maneuver. Also, we got some stakes over here. Random stakes that will prevent some cav charging forward. And we have the French voltigeurs. I always get their, I think I did get their name right, like pronounced it right, but I completely forgot now. So I'm the worst, guys. I am just the absolute worst. Alright, so he's falling back. I'm not sure why he's falling back. He had a pretty good position up on that hill, and he's kind of giving it up. Maybe he's letting his guys reload, and then he's going to push forward. But this battle is really simmering down, especially after that epic cav charge. But look at the glorious army of Denmark. Oh, man, I love Denmark. Love me some Denmark. I love all these factions. Just beautiful uniforms. A very vicious time, but the uniforms definitely helps with the beauty. Alright, so we have some lifeguard foot being pushed in from Russia, and they are just getting evaporated over here. They're finally going to meet in melee, and the Russians are really good with their bayonets. Woo, it's a loud battle, guys. It's like you're a newscaster right in the middle of a battle. It's a loud one today. The Russian infantry charging in with bayonets. Oh, rip in pieces. Oh, I don't know. I guess Great Britain's pretty good with their bayonets too. Don't underestimate Great Britain. So we've seen some very aggressive play from Russia here. Now he's sending in his mounted rifles into the fight, because he realizes his infantry is getting chewed up. Here comes the second unit. Oh, just seeing them run through the fog. Excuse me. That is a very cool sight. Napoleon Total War, a very cinematic game, and a very well-balanced and fun game as well. Just all-round great game. I'm going to try to get more replays up on my channel, because you guys have been asking for them. Excuse me, my morning voice. So there's a big fight over here. If we kind of zoom out a little bit, we can get a better bird's eye view of what's going on. Here's a little, oh man, look at this angle. Look at this. That is so cool. I love this map. It's a really, really awesome map. Alright, so let's see what's going on with Prussia and France, or England, or Great Britain. Damn it! I'm never gonna get it right. Great Britain is kind of waiting. He doesn't want to get too aggressive. That's really good, because he could easily get shot down here. But he's gonna, I think he should just push up his skirmishers first. Looks like they are reloading, so maybe they are in range. We've got some troops running from the battle. Russia is having some success here, and he's gonna continue to pursue the light foot. There we go. Yes. A very, very intense battle. Good use of the mounted rifles. I'm actually quite impressed that they pushed through the Highlanders there. And then we have some light foot over here firing into the trees. You can't really see anything though. Like, if you're in this unit, like, and you're commanded to fire, it's like, all I can see is my own guys. Like, what am I firing into? Uh-oh, another unit is breaking. These mounted mounted rifles getting a lot of kills. A lot of kills today. And now they're, oh yes, they're gonna kill this unit too. See, we got the 42nd foot, the Black Watch. They're still in the, oh no, they're routing. Never mind. I thought they were still in the fight. But we still have this unit over here, the King German Legion foot. Got some Germans. And then there's a little epic melee over here, but this is in favor of Great Britain. Come on, Russians. Use the force. What is this guy doing? Get out of the swampy water. That's where the evil anacondas live. Except anacondas aren't evil. They're just living their lives. You know, minding their own business, and then there's a random battle out of nowhere. Don't you hate it when you're minding your own business and there's just a random Napoleonic battle that takes place? Damn it. Oh, that. Oh, nice. Using the butt of the gun. Oh. God, that was beautiful. Great fight. So what's going on over here? Looks like we're having a little bit of a Mexican standoff over here. Denmark pushed up his lifeguards. I mean, it's tough to say, because sometimes I really, what? Oh, okay, he's gonna walk through them. I was like, whoa, 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 stakes over there, man. But he is going to take his time, or just not go through them. Oh, yep, you can't walk through them. Oh, no, that's tragic. You know, if they can't walk through stakes, then they're just not skilled enough to fight in a battle anyway, so it's probably good that they died. But we have some Norwegian ski troops over here getting some harass. This is a really bad angle for the Fusiliers of Line of France. Look at this. You can't see anything. You see that? Nothing. This unit, it's a little bit better. So yeah, they do have somewhat of a target here. And this is the Young Guard, by the way. And here's some skirmishers pushing up. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Some cav charging forward. And he's gonna like sacrifice his cav, taking most of the volleys there. And then Denmark, he's now gonna push up his lifeguard of foot. And they're gonna get in formation and fire upon the French lines. That was a very brave sacrifice from the cav. Look at this. Like, I feel like I'm looking at a scene right out of like history. Just the amazing cinematic stuff in this game. It's beautiful. Amazing cinematic stuff. All right, there we go. The officer pushing up his men. Form up on me, men. Form up on me. Oh, he needs to stop running though. Oh, they're gonna get gunned down. Form quick. Oh, look at the French lines here. I'm sure he's getting a lot of friendly fire though. Look at this. It's not good to have these like multiple lines, because look at this. I mean, maybe they're shooting over the heads of their, you know, their comrades, but I don't know. They're kind of using the hill for multiple lines. This is a really cool scene right here. We have a charge from Denmark. Look at these back lines. Let me get it. Look at that. That is so cool. Got the French flag and the smoke of the battle. The glorious French flag. I really do like the French flag. It's one of my favorite flags. It's so simple, beautiful. Same with Denmark's flag. I mean, I just like flags. Hey, my name's Apollo. I like flags. Alright, so the line infantry, that was a really rough start for Denmark. Not sure why he was so... I don't know, he just needs to get in formation. And he needs to just sit and fire. Here comes another cav charge from the lifeguards of horse. They're going to try to weaken their lines, and they can't form square. Oh my god, and the Frenchmen are flying. Oh my god, look at that. So that's really good charge right there. And the French are starting to look pretty weak. He has a lot of his forces facing the French. Or no, I'm sorry. He has a lot of his forces in the center helping the Russians. Uh-oh, here comes... Uh-oh, Great Britain. This is the second Great Britain player going for some Swiss foot. Let's see. Oh, here they come. Look at them running through the trees right there. Here they come. Oh, and they're not going to get anything done here. He's forming square. He's aware of the situation. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. I also like Great Britain's flag because they like combined multiple flags and it has this really cool looking, like, you know, it has a cool effect. Like adding crosses and the St. Andrew's cross. But there's a little bit of a tussle over here. Got the Fusiliers of Line battling the line infantry for Denmark. Denmark looks like he's taken this one. That cav charge proved to be pretty successful. The French general is in the middle of the fight. You got to be careful with that. But they did successfully rout the lifeguard of horse. Oh man. Yes, another beautiful battle of Napoleon Total War. I love this game. It's really, really enjoyable. You know, just to sit back and just enjoy the tactics and the cinematics of the fight. You know, that's why we all play Total War. It's just to make history come to life. And it's a way to time travel a little bit back into some very horrible times. But also very glorious times. But it's pretty even here, guys. I mean, both sides taking some heavy losses. So France and Denmark really just like killing each other. If we look towards the center, it looks like a glorious open field battle is about to start. Uh-oh, we got some cav over here charging into the Russians. The Russians are trying to hold this position, but we got the King German Legion Light Dragoons going after some Russian musketeers. They're going to quickly form square, I think. I think this is square. Yes, this is square. There's a little bit out of formation there, but they are going to hold square. Fight for Russia and Mother Russia. And he's going to retreat his cav. So that was good. Even though he didn't get a charge off, he's got them in square formation. That's not a great formation when fighting in a line battle. Man, this kind of reminds me of Vietnam. All this jungle brush. Let's see, what do we have here? Rifles. Ready to face the musketeers. Russia sending over more help. He's got to hold the line. And we also have somewhat of a tussle over here. We've got Prussia pushing forward. Why is he pushing forward? I think it's because this Great Britain player is sending over his reserves to help out the center. And the troops in the center are probably like, hey, Prussia, we need you to strike. We need you to hit them hard. And he's got his foot guards. These are the best of the best for Prussia. So they're ready to get their bayonets wet. They're charging in. They want an up-close and personal fight. None of this sissy shooting. Oh, but they're breaking. Oh, actually, it's pretty even. Oh, come on, you can beat the foot. And you got the second line in reserve over here. The musketeers forming up to fight off the, I believe, the foot of Great Britain. Alright, cool. Very cool. So let's head back to the center, because battle is getting really intense over here. Looks like we've got some cav coming in from Great Britain, running down the musketeers. Great Britain is having a lot of success over on this flank. But Russia is going to continue to push forward even though he's losing on that flank. That could be disaster for him. And this is a really tough position for Russia. It's not looking good for them. I mean, look at this. You can't see anything. But if you look on Great Britain's point of view, they can see everything. And France is over here pushing on this flank. And Denmark has some reserves over here as well. So France and Denmark, their battle has spewed over into the center now. So both sides. Oh man, Denmark still has a lot of forces here. France as well. Look at this. 2 units of Swiss foot. Swiss foot's very, very good. He could hold back these troops here if he's creative. If he comes up with something unique. Oh my god, look at the skirmishers. They're like point blank. They could have a conversation like, hey, what's up? How you doing? Uh-oh, cav charge. Cav charge coming in from Great Britain. Horse guard. Oh, horse guard, pretty nasty. They're gonna retreat the lines there. And then the Swiss foot. Again, France is really like stacking his infantry, and that's gonna cause a lot of friendly fire. And he's got his skirmishers trying to get out of there. This cav could die because now they have stakes behind them. Okay, or not. They're just gonna walk through them. Poor Denmark, he couldn't accomplish that. Oh my god, this Russian charge. Look at this. Russia charging in all of his musketeers. He's like, you know what? I might as well YOLO charge because I'm about to be outflanked from multiple directions. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. The mustaches in this game. It was a time of mustaches. So Russia has a couple reserves over here. Some Russian Jaegers. Not exactly the best unit of fighting off cav. Especially heavy cav like the King German Legion. Or, no, that's not heavy cav. That's light dragoons. Never mind. But still, they're going to have a tough time. And then over here, Russia is losing the fight. Great Britain is pushing really hard. Prussia was utterly destroyed. Oops, sorry about that. Prussia was utterly destroyed. They have a couple more units, but it doesn't look good for them. And it doesn't look good for the French-Prussian-Russian alliance. French-Prussian-Russian. Oh, Great Britain. This is just a kill zone right here. They like cut down the cowards who are retreating from the fight. Cut them down. Oh, man. So, I mean, France can still turn this around if he wins the engagement here, but it doesn't look that good. Denmark and his ally Great Britain is having a lot of success against Russia, and he's got his Swiss foot forming up here. It looks like he's got to hold this choke point. Where is he going? Where is he going? He's falling back. He's falling. Great Britain's about to run into some stakes. Never mind, Great Britain. Oh, I forgot. Great Britain has force fields around their cav that they can't die from stakes. So, yeah, fun little tip. Not a lot of people know that. No, I don't know why they didn't die there. I guess because they came at a weird angle. I have no idea. But France is fighting with their Swiss foot, and Russia has their general staff in the mix. So usually when players throw in their generals, it's the end of the road. And yeah, Russia just had a tough time in this battle. France did pretty well, but when it came to this little this center battle in this open field, they got slaughtered by Denmark. And hats off to the Danish player here. He did a great job. Like, France is a very powerful faction, and you can't even tell who's who here. They both have red coats. The red and yellow are French, the red and blue, Denmark. But France is breaking. The Swiss foot, they've had enough. They want to go home. They want to get out of there. And this is, yep, another Swiss foot breaking from the fight. And it looks like Great Britain, Denmark, going to have victory here today. I think it was a pretty decisive victory, too. But here are all the players, guys. Unfortunately, it doesn't say the player names during the replay for whatever reason. But Mr. Stress, Scary77, and RTKS, well done. Everyone carried their weight here. Good job here. If we look on the other side, Lars Biceps getting 831 kills, getting the most kills on his team. He did pretty well against fighting against Denmark, but it just wasn't enough, and his teammates really struggled at the beginning of this battle, just out of position, not making very smart tactics there, and it just didn't happen for them. But it was a very glorious battle and a very glorious map, and this was sent in by Mr. Stress, I assume. He definitely didn't have any stress in today's battle, that's for sure. But here's his stats. Very cool, very awesome. I hope you enjoyed this battle, guys. It was a lot of fun. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.